Hey, you're about to draft a fantasy baseball roster. What an adventure. It's the first step in a long journey. But this is not one of those journeys that's really about the friends you make along the way. No, this is about winning. So let's lock in. I have been tasked with telling you three things that you must
Okay, I'm gonna just one more time because I think I may have been muted for the third time. Um, so I had the seventh overall pick to start this evening, rotisserie league, and I'm going Tatis, then Jordan. Been getting a lot of these 1-7, 1-8, 1-9, 1-10 picks. So Jordan was a new second rounder for me. Usually I go a Bryce, um, I don't know, a Churio. I was kind of hoping Betts would fall. Didn't really feel like going a starter. So anyway, went with Jordan. Locked up my two of my outfield slots early, which I'm not like I don't love. I don't love that. Um, but anyway, okay. So Crochet does go. Um, I kind of want to go Snell here and see who comes back to me. I don't like Gilbert. I don't like Reagans. Devers Machado. And then hope one of these guys falls. Yeah. Let's go Snell. Feeling pretty convicted about Snell. I think he's really good. I took Snell. I jumped him over Gilbert, over Sale, um, over Burns and Reagans, and I just think there's a good chance he doesn't make it back to me. So let's go Snell. I think he could be really slick this year. Obviously back to the Dodgers. Great pitching development, pitching coaches. Plays on a really good team, and I think they hope he can. I think they need him to rack up the innings. I don't know. I think out of their group, he's the quote unquote more reliable guy. So yeah. Passed on Acuna, passed on O'Neal Cruz. This next pick's going to be tough, though. This is going to be a tough next pick. Kind of want to go another batter. Wow, William Contreras goes. Okay. Have a lot of him with two. Like him more in the fourth, fifth, even sometimes the sixth round in these leagues, but still like him. Chris Sale goes. Yeah, there you go. So see, there's a good chance Chris Sale. I don't have any Chris Sale this year. I don't know. Pretty unbelievable spring though. 20 to 5K to walk. I mean, he was so good. The way he ended last year though wasn't great. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, there you go. O'Neal Cruz goes. So I only ended up getting one O'Neal Cruz this year in a lower stake league. Bit disappointing. I mean, I feel like he could really have a huge year. Projection systems are pretty high on him, but whatever. Can't draft everyone, you know. Can't draft everyone. Rooker goes. Yeah, Rooker's just another guy. He just kind of gets taken just like before I'm able to grab him. Clase goes. Okay, early Clase. White Langford. Okay. Acuna's still on the board. Some good pitchers still on the board too. Devers is still there. he gets picked, so I don't have to think about it. I do have him in one spot already. The thing is, if I take an outfielder, it's locked up now. It's completely locked up. Then Cole Reagans goes, okay, so I have a choice. Basically thinking between Acuna and Teoscar. I mean, oh, it's so tough. Because Michael Harris could come back around. God dang, man. Let's just go Teoscar. So outfield is filled. I did a draft like this. Didn't love the outcome, but let's see. So now I basically can eliminate all these guys from my queue. No Ben Doyle. No Yelich Green. I mean, they go later. Yeah, so anyway. Outfield is locked up. Outfield is locked up. Michael Harris. Okay. Interesting. He was the guy I was considering. I feel like he maybe would have paired well with my outfield, but I don't know. I just have so much Michael Harris. Kind of want some more Teoscar. Jacob DeGrom as your first SP is interesting. Especially when you have like a Cease who's still on the board. And a Corbin Burns. I've seen this guy before though. Yes, at least he had the same name in a draft I had earlier this week. If it's on brand, he'll go Glass now at 5'4" or Yamamoto, assuming they stay on the board. Oh, Yamamoto went. Okay, so looks like it'll be DeGrom. Or DeGrom. Looks like it'll be Glass now. And Josh Hader. Okay. So relievers are starting to go. Zuna's still there, but I'm not going for him. I have no interest in outfield. None. Excuse me. James Wood. Okay, yeah. So there's a guy I have 0 of this year. I mean, if we can just go through. None of Otani. Um, don't have any Kyle Tucker. Don't have any Jarren Duran. Don't have any Trey Turner. Don't have any Matt Olson. Don't have any Chris Sale. Don't have any Reagans. Don't have any Devin Williams. Don't have any James Wood, and don't have any Altuve. Which is crazy because I've done an insane amount of drafts, but I just didn't grab many of them. Basically, I need to see outfielders go. The more outfielders that go, the better. See, Glasnow, on brand. He goes Glasnow or Yamamoto. That's who likes his SPU. Okay, Albies goes. Was definitely considering Albies. Was definitely considering him. I'm next, eh? Is it time for CJ? We just make it this far. He didn't go CJ. He went Schwarber. Okay. See, just look at all these pitchers that are still there. I think I'm going to go some CJ. I don't have any CJ. I like a lot of these closers. I'm happy if they fall. Let's go CJ. Really solid base of power, speed, and average. Let's go CJ. Two of these guys don't have shortstops. So Diaz goes. Okay, I was considering Diaz. I was definitely considering Diaz. But I don't know. There's a lot of closes I still like, and I do have a fair amount of Diaz. I mean, Mason, I'm surprised you take him over Mason Miller over him. Or you take Diaz over Mason Miller. Maybe he's a Mets fan. More safe, I guess, but I don't know. Mason Miller is, I think he's got to be the RP1 upside wise. I don't know. Especially with Clase being a bit shaky. Hader being shaky. I'm not sure how Williams has been doing. Anyway, I'll also update you. Guys, I don't have. Oh, yeah, there he goes. So Altuve, like I mentioned, I don't have. Glasnow, I have a few, not a lot. Albies a few. Schwarber, none. Abrams a few. Diaz a few. Miller a few. But let's see who rolls around. We're on 5 right now. Rizal still on the board. Felix Bautista. Munoz. I want to see if Dylan Cease makes it back to me. I may just have to take him. Corbin Burns finally goes in the 5th. Catcher too. Bregman goes. Yeah, he's another guy I just have none of. Kind of wish I did, but I don't have any. Then Rizal goes. Okay. And Bautista. So I'm gonna have to play some chicken here. Does Walker or Duran come back to me in the 7th? That's the question. That is the question. Because there's a chance they do, there's a chance they don't. I'm surprised Ozuna is still there. Pretty nuts. Ryan Helsley goes. Okay, so kind of a big reliever run. If Cease gets taken, I'll take an RP. I'll take Walker. But if he falls, I think I'm just going to take him. I think he's fallen too far. But let's see, like who doesn't have starter? Someone must not have a starter yet. Yeah, this guy, Mary Mays, doesn't have a starter yet. Holy shit, look at that lineup. Alonso, Albies, Ramirez, J-Rod, Michael Harris. That is pretty nuts. That is pretty nuts. Michael King goes, okay. We got Ozuna, Doyle, Bichette. A lot of good players still on the board. It's crazy. I would totally take Doyle right now if I didn't have an outfield. I would totally take Doyle right now. He never falls. Like, he never falls. When I want him, he falls. When I don't need him, he falls. Okay, so Cease does go. Yeah, good on you, Adios. That was a good pick. Then Brent Doyle. Okay, he didn't follow me. Okay, so I think we take 2 RPs here. I don't have any Ryan Walker. I mean, I still like some of these batters. I have a bunch of Matt McClain. Yeah, I think we go relief pitcher. Around 6, right? Yeah, around 6. And you could go with Strider. No, let's go Ryan Walker. I don't have any Ryan Walker. Let's get the first closer. I was thinking Strider, though. I was definitely thinking of Strider. But I'm guessing he goes before my next pick. Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, Ozuna goes 6.9. Pretty solid. Framber. Yeah, Framber goes. Oh, he took Marcel. Pretty solid. Yeah, Marcel fits his team nicely with the homers. Munoz goes. Santander goes. Lawrence Butler goes. Yeah, usually goes around here. So I think it'll be Strider or Duran here. And honestly, this guy's a closer. This guy doesn't have a closer, though. I wonder if... I'll tell you what, I'll make a guess. My guess is if first base has a chance to take Strider, he takes him. That's my guess. Usually this is the round, ever since he had that outing in spring training, this is usually the round he goes in. Or, I mean, he could go McLean, but he has a shortstop and a second base. Surprised McLean's still here, honestly. He's another guy. I could throw him into the queue. And then I gotta remember, so I kind of messed up all year. The catcher area where you want to take one of these true elite catchers is 8, 9, 10. That's when these really good catchers go. So you gotta be on your toes when that happens. Wow, Isak Paredes in the 7th. All right, McLean is a batter if he chooses, or Strider is the pitcher if he chooses. Let's see. Thing is, there's still some good pitchers, but it starts to thin out. It starts to thin out. Oh, I think I have a nice steals base with Abrams, Tatis, Hernandez. Wow, Josh Naylor, he doesn't go McLean. Interesting. Cody Bellinger goes. Fuck. Do I go Strider or Jarren Duran? Let's see. This guy has no pitcher. This guy has no pitcher. This guy has no start. Look, these guys don't have starters. But I'm playing chicken if I go Strider or Duran. What do I do here? Let's go Duran. Don't have any Joan Duran. Let's go Duran. I feel like Strider won't come back to me, but Joe Ryan. He probably won't make it back to me, but we will see. Joe Ryan definitely would be someone I think coming back, but he's so good. I have a lot of Robbie Ray. It's a late Matt McLean. Just for reference, my last draft I was in, he went. Let's see, McLean. So 2 C's. It's 1 C. McLean. On the 6th round, so you're getting him a full round later. I don't know. McLean would have been. I don't know. It would have been a little risky with my team just because I already have. I mean, I don't know. Abrams, Tatis, Alvarez all have their kind of own concerns. McLean a little bit as well, though he has shown some great max EVs. Anyway, at least now I don't have to RP anymore. We got 2 guys I like. Duran, I'm not super high on, but don't have any of them, and this is my last draft. Kind of want to just get one in case he explodes. I was so high on him last year. And Greg Jewett, who, Robbie Ray in the 7th. Greg Jewett, who runs the Closer Monkey website, is very, very high on him. I actually had him in front of Ryan Walker. Okay, an early catcher. Is this guy only going to go relievers? Because he only has 2 relievers. Jeff Hoffman. Okay, so I'm happy. I think Duran was the right move then, because he would have been the next guy up. Yeah, he would have been the next guy up. So I think that was the right move. It cost me McLean, and it cost me Ryan, but anyway, it worked out otherwise. I think, I mean, draft how you want, but usually when you jump guys and you're okay with jumping them, or you take the guy, you don't have to stress about it. Usually it's the right call because A, you're guaranteed to get him because you take him. Obviously, you don't have to play chicken, and usually it just, I don't know. Usually it ends badly for you. So Cam Monero's on my mind, Strider's on my mind, Ober's on my mind. I don't know. I took a Cam Monero last night. So many good third basemen. It'll probably be an Ober or a Strider or a Sasaki here. Just gonna need some batters. He's outfielders and nothing else. Wow, we went Matt Chapman. Damn, that's an early fucking pick. That's crazy. That is an early third baseman. Fuck, makes me want to take Caminero here. The only thing is if I take a Caminero here, what are the chances they come back? You know what I mean? Sal Perez, okay. I think we do it, people. I think we do it. Let's do it. Spenny Strider, 8th round. Let's go. Went in the 6th, and the most recent one I was in. The one before that, he went in the 6th as well. So, kind of got a 2-round bump. It's a little bit risky with Snell and Strider, but the Ks are unbelievable. All right, so let's see closers and outfield. Let's go, people. Let's go. Shit, I gotta worry about catcher too. Don't have any Raleigh, but I ideally get one of him. Just got fucking paid too. Luis Robert, yeah. So this guy only has 2 starters and 2 pretty risky starters. But a good lineup. A good batting lineup. Musburg goes, yeah. Adley Rutschman goes, yeah. So interesting that Perez and Yanner goes before Adley. I don't think that's usual. I mean, I'd take Yanner and Sal P over them, but excuse me. Tanner Beebe, yep, solid. See, Robert Suarez is gross. Don't want him. Yeah, Robert Suarez is a guy I've completely avoided. I had him last year in a lot of spots. Made some actually trades for him before he went on the big run. So that was big. But yeah, I have not touched him this year. Adley again, don't have a lot of him. Trout I have 1 share, but it's not it's like in a $50. Yeah, I don't know. I've done pretty well in terms of getting guys I want and avoiding guys I think may have rough years. Yeah, see, Roki almost always takes him. So this guy, he's playing like He's got a risky staff. If it pans out, it pans out, but definitely risky. Jake Berger, okay. I normally like going Matt Chapman, but I've been kind of getting Caminero more this year. Do I go Caminero? Oh, do I go Ober? Let's go Bailey over. Kind of need some safety here in innings. So once Strata comes back, having over as an SP3, I think will be nice. Good whiff, even pretty solid case. Good ERA, yeah. I'm gonna go for him. Freddie Peralta was also on my mind, but yeah, I'll wait on him. I'm kind of banking that one of Raleigh, Contreras, or Caminero makes it back to me. So we'll see. Like, I'm just trying to think. I have a lot of steals with Tatis, Alvarez, Teoscar. Pretty solid average. I mean, I think these guys are trustworthy in average. It's more just Abrams, who has a chance of hitting under 250. I don't know. Vientos could have the same. Yeah. Nola goes, okay. See where Ober went in my earlier draft. On 9. Yeah, that's about right. Took him. 8, 9, yeah. It's about right. Hunter Green. Okay, good. We want to see outfielders and we want to see starters go. PCA. This guy still doesn't have a starter. Had a guy in an auction last night follow that strategy. No starters, only RPs. And I mean, he was in the standings for, if you follow Yahoo projections, he was projected first. That's because he had a ton of bench bats and you can only start so many players, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I mean, it's definitely possible. So think a third base here or a catcher. One of the two. Trevor McGill, yeah. So this guy is definitely going. RPs only. It's a bold strategy. Let's see, his relievers, Rizal, Bautista. I mean, he did pick good relievers. Yeah, and his offense is pretty slick. Armstrong was an interesting pick there in the 9th, though. I may have gone another way. I mean, Fixay is a better Better bet than him, even a Riley Green. Xavier Edwards, okay, interesting. Alright, what we doing here? Let's go. This is that area though where catchers go. I'm worried this guy may take Caminero. He just doesn't have a third baseman. But we'll see. I mean, assuming he doesn't take one, I'll get the choice of one of them, which is kind of nice. Ooh, Bryce Miller. Josh Lowe, okay. Shit. Was not expecting this. Was not expecting this at all. What does the master Rob DiPietro have to say? Yeah, I mean, I think he gives me some power, he gives you some speed, he's in that ballpark. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good slot. There's still 3 catchers I like, 4 catchers I like: Smith, Raleigh, Wilson, and JTR. Let's go Caminero. Give me some speed at the corner. Hopefully a decent average. Let's go Caminero. Okay. Filling out nicely. Filling out nicely here. It is kind of nice, like, knowing if this guy's not drafting pitchers, I can kind of keep pushing him. I mean, if Riley Green makes it back to you, I think I may have to take him. Let's get some starters in the queue, though. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't love these starters. And he goes Brian Rue. Another high upside, but low innings pitch kind of guy. Justin Steele, okay. Happy I took Over. Over was a big pick. Because even while I think he can step up to the plate and be an SB2 while Strider's on the IL. Sonny Gray, interesting, okay. Big pitching. Kenley, yeah, nice. I like that as a closer. I just realized this guy doesn't even have a closer yet. Interesting. I don't know, I don't love these SPs. I don't love these SPs. So this guy doesn't have a second baseman. I don't, and these 3 don't. So I gotta be careful about that. There's so many good hitters left. It's nuts. That I like. I mean, even Pavetta. Brian Reynolds in the 11th. What great value for a boring old Reynolds, but he's so solid. Yeah, 8th round of my last draft. He just got a 3-round discount, and then the one before. And the 9th round, yeah, so 2 3-round discount is sweet. Kirby goes. I took a few Kirbys at the start of draft season, and I just haven't grabbed them since then. I don't know. I felt like if he just rested it and maybe tried to come back, I'd be a little more a little less worried, but the fact that he got an injection for it or I don't know, something like that, a little bit worrying. All right, Luis Castillo. Wow, okay. So I have my choice at either one. Makes me kind of want to just avoid the position. How's Kyle Raleigh been doing in the spring training? I think I gotta go my boy Wilson. Yeah. So that one was one where I could have went with Cal Raleigh, but I decided to stick with Wilson. I don't know. I guess it's such a batting average hit. Yeah. It's just such a batting average hit. I mean, that being said, if I had gone Raleigh and then what's his name comes back, a Riley Green type, that would have been pretty tough to say no. Walker goes. Mark Vientos goes. Yeah, that's a nice late Mark Vientos. So it's building a sweet squad. Definitely going to be tough to. I mean, he's got. I don't think Betts will steal off Vientos. Is zero. Seager's a Cheerio might go for 30. Armstrong like for a 30. Other than that, it's looking good. So this is another tough kind of choice here. A lot of pitchers went. Oh, there's Tovar too. Or did Tovar just go? Yeah, Tovar just went. Damn, you know what? I maybe should have gone Tovar there, honestly. That was a little bit of a. Yeah. Especially because, look, if I go Tovar there, Will Smith went. I probably would have had him in. That's too bad. I like Tovar a lot. Whatever, I have a lot of them. Anyway, just do I go? These guys all have first baseman, though. So I think I can play chicken with it. I think I can play chicken with it. Okay, so second baseman is starting to go. Do you like Hunter Brown is the question. Do I like Hunter Brown? That's a good question. Likes him too. Likes him too. The guy I don't have a lot of, but I don't know. It's an SB4 type. Thing is, there's also just a lot of bats I still like. So, and then Riley Green goes. Yeah, I knew that was a risk. Damn. Well, that's okay. That is okay. Still have a lot of green. 2 rounds later, though, than ADP. I took him in the 10th in my last round and then one before. Ian Happ, Jesus, all these outfielders. And round 10, yeah, I went back-to-back round 10s. I think that is such good value there. Probably goes in the 12th. Probably call pick. Guy has a ton of power now. Should have a pretty good. I mean, his average is a little bit of a risk, though. I think. I think Luis Robert could fall off a cliff. Ellie's could be bad. Jazz's could be bad. Naylor's was 240 last year. I think 270. Yeah. I don't know. Might feel better if I had enough. I mean, if some starters go. Christopher Sanchez going, Senga going, makes me feel a little bit better. I don't know. The fact that I have 4 stars, I got a Snell, Strider, Ober, Brown. I think this is like only the second Hunter Brown I have, but I trust Eno, and Eno likes him. Rasball top 500 likes him. Eugenio goes, okay. Guy I have none of, but man, did he have a great end of the year last year? Look at it's almost crazy. I didn't realize he had such a good year. 90 runs, 30 homers, 101 RBI. I guess because when you have Corbin Carroll and Ketel Marte behind you, or in front of you, a lot of run opportunity. So starting pitchers and first and second baseman are starting to go. I wonder where Spencer Steer goes. He's still, what's it called? He's healthy, apparently. Justin Slayton. Wow. So this guy still doesn't club. My guess is he goes Martinez here. That's my guess. Do I know him or do I know him? I'm here all week. Well, actually, I'm here just tonight. This is the last one. Maybe I'll add one more mid-season. Maybe. I'll see. David Bednar. Okay. So Casas is hurt right now. He has a right hand injury, but I don't know. Apparently he's okay. The Red Sox, apart from that report, I was super bullish on him. They said they're not going to platoon him. he's kind of the last first baseman in this tier, you know? So let's go Casas. Let's go Casas. So still have second baseman and utility, and after that, I am done, though. I may try to play chicken with second base. Because the thing is, these guys don't have second baseman, right? These two don't. Ben, East Coast, and then double play. Or Mom, whatever the hell the name is. Robot, Tornado. So, yeah. I know Rodon's a nice pitcher. I've actually done a good job. I've picked a lot of starters from good teams. And somewhat weak divisions. I mean, Snell has a pretty weak division. Minnesota, very weak division. Houston, pretty weak division. So I mean, you can't project wins, but I think I put them in a decent. I've picked good teams at least. So I just want to give a quick shout out to the viewer SM, aka at Feathers1McGraw on Twitter X. He's been a long time viewer, always contributing to chat. If I knew how to give her moderator powers, I would. Anyway, I just want to give a shout out to her. I'll let her make the next pick. So if you comment in chat, I'll give you my next pick. Goldschmidt. Clay Holmes goes. Okay. So this is going to be tough. I feel like I need to go. If this guy doesn't take Horner or second baseman, I may go. Luis Ariz, okay. The question is, does this guy draft, what's it called? Does he go Jimenez? Because I'd love to get an Edman. I think Edman's been so solid this year. I don't really have a lot of them. Actually, I have more than I thought. You know what? I actually have more than I thought. Volpe goes, okay. And Carlos Estevez goes. So it's based between these two guys. Edman or Jimenez. And I'm going to lean Jimenez here. Honestly, could kind of use some steals. Casas is a 0. Contreras is it's pretty short in steals. Caminero might give me, I don't know, 5 will be lucky. Abrams, I'm relying on for like 30. Tatis, hopefully 30 is healthy. Alvarez, Zilt. And Teoscar, I need hopefully a 10 again. So yeah, I kind of need Jimenez. So let's go Jimenez here. Need some steals. The lineup is completely filled. And the last draft I did, when I went so outfield heavy, like 3 outfielders in the first 4 picks, in the first 4 rounds, means the same thing. But I didn't love the outcome. But this time I actually kind of like it. I got a first baseman I like. I got my old reliable second baseman. Um, got a good catcher. Got a third baseman I like. Good staff. Two closers I like. So, yeah. Rodon's tough. I have a lot of Rodon this year. I think he's so undervalued. He's just such a good starter. But I have four guys I like. I have four starters I like, so I'm feeling okay. Chapman, okay. So this is what happens when you wait on closer. You got to go Martinez, who's slick but a lot of control issues, and AJ Puck breathing down his neck. And then you take a Chapman who, I mean, has the job. Probably will get the first shot, but has serious control issues. I don't know, pretty erratic at times. And I mean, you got Justin Slayton, who this guy took ahead of Martinez, crazily enough, as well as Liam Hendricks. So, yeah, when you wait on RP, you're hoping, you are hoping. I'm surprised he didn't go Puck just to lock up those closers. I have Martinez and Puck in some leagues, but I did a league with both of them. Probably would have been the smart move. Spencer Steer goes, yep. Matt Shaw, Logan O'Hoppe. Matt Shaw I have one of. Have none O'Hoppe. Byron Buxton. Yeah, his tail as old as time. Zach Eflin, Nico Horner. Okay. So again, could use a bit more steals. My boy Tommy. Kind of looks like Xander Schauffele, actually, the more I look at him. Just like a bit of a thinner, longer face. Bunch of these starters I still like. Like, I'm happy to really get any of these guys in my fifth. And I think Tommy's the best batter left. So, let's go Tommy. Tommy Edman. Get some steals. Get that nice dual eligibility. If Abrams is slacking again to start the year, or gets suspended for hitting the casino, which Steve will do it. And Kogi, we put Edman in. All right. They do not like my team. Funny enough, yeah, but that's okay. That's all right. So definitely thinking starter here. I normally would go a Pavetta or Kikuchi. But I might switch it up and go with Gossman. I don't know. He hasn't had a great spring, I don't think, Gossman. Yeah, 7 ERA, 1.6 whip. Falcos. Well, we'll see what turns around. I'll have the choice when I get there. Probably prefer Pavetta the most because he gets a double upgrade. He gets like the reverse upgrade. I mean, they're obviously not the same, but when you look at Pavetta and you look at Crochet, right? Crochet is now in a stronger division in a worse ballpark, so he gets a double negative. while Pavetta gets the double positive. Goes into a much better ballpark, one of the best for pitching or pitchers. Very low run score value on Savant, and gets an easier division. So there's that. Doesn't have to go against the Yankees, the Rays, Orioles, Jays anymore. Yeah, so this guy is still not drafting starters. He is going balls to the wall. I respect it though. I mean, he's done a good job. Like he has guys like Bryson Stott, Robles, Armstrong are all steals guys, and he's got Seager, Vientos, Brooker, who are all homers guys. So see if it works out. Let's see if it works out. I wonder if he was planning on doing it or if it just happened. Let's see. Angel Hernandez is his other team. Did he do it here too? Yeah, he did it here too. It's kind of good. I learned sort of from a mistake. Last night I had an auction, and another team was doing the exact same strategy. All relief pitching, no starters, and a heavy like just get the best batters. And I waited on relief pitcher. It was an auction, so it was a bit different. Can't just grab players as you want them. And yeah, I waited, and the guys like Estevez, Martinez, even guys like Yates, who I wanted, ended up going. So it's good that this draft I took 2 relievers early, and I didn't have to worry about it for the rest of the draft. It's kind of nice. I honestly wish I did it more. I think going forward, just some early thoughts for next year's draft is take your 2 closers early. Take your 2 closers and your catcher early. Or early meaning the first 10 rounds, and for catchers, first 7 or 8 for closers. Just so you don't have to worry about it. It's kind of nice. Kirby Yates goes, okay. So, do I go Pavetta? I mean, he could take Gausman, but do I go Pavetta or do I go Gausman? That's the question here. How many Gausman shares do I have? So I have... Castellano goes. So, I only have 1 Gausman. While I have... How many Pavettas do I have? I have a lot of Pavettas. Let's go Gausman. Switch it up. Definitely hurts me to not take a Pavetta, but I have a lot of Pavetta, so. He had a nice last rehab start. I'm just looking at it now on my phone. Gausman struck out 10. They were minor leaguers, but he's definitely a risk. Like last year was not great. less than like he was lower than a 9K per nine. His whip was just jumped up like crazy. But I don't know. They always have good defense. The Jays. They have Jimenez now. Um, I don't know. I think their ballpark is I think it's more pro. Like it's better for starters. It's a bigger ballpark. The Yankees I think got worse. I mean I don't think they. I mean I guess they signed Bellinger and Goldsmith, but I don't know. The Orioles kind of got worse. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. If he doesn't make it back to me, I'll definitely be thinking, what if? Okay, so AJ Puck came. Oh, he didn't. AJ Puck came all the way back and he didn't take him. Surprising. Pepio goes. Okay. Jeremy Pena goes. Yeah, my boy Pena. I think I have in nearly every single league this year. I'm very happy with a Pena. But that's okay. That is okay. So, like, we got a Ward here, we got a Strand here, we got a Neto here. Man, there's a lot of outfit, a lot of batters I like still. Kikuchi goes. Oof, that hurts. Yeah, now that Kikuchi's gone, it was basically between Gossman, Kikuchi, Pivetta. Take your choice. And I went with Kevin. I don't know. My strikeouts are pretty solid. Snell, Strider. Actually, Kikuchi would have been nice. But I do have Walker and Duran who should help me out. Oh, wait. Oh. Never mind. I mixed these two teams up. False alarm. What's going on in the NHL? Let's see. Blackhawks won. Holy shit, the Canucks destroyed the Islanders today. Sherwood had 2 goals and assists. Jeez. Can he use only 1 assist? Been a lot of drafts with this guy. Let's see if he takes one of my guys. Goes Ton. Okay. Shit. Yeah, almost too good to be true. That's too bad. Okay. I took a risk. So do I go a batter here? There's Eovaldi, who I like. Could be my SP6. How much Ward do I have? Let's see. Let's go Eovaldi. Don't really love these starters after him. unless I really like these hitters. This thing is so glitchy, this drag and drop. If you do Yo, I recommend like setting up well in advance. It's kind of glitchy. Yeah, then Ward goes. That was a risk. I knew this was the last guy who didn't have an outfielder, so. Yeah, I needed to fill out a spot. Okay, I have a fair amount of Ward. I got 7 of them. I think he's a solid player. Shitty team, but. Then Puck goes. So, with this guy waiting and waiting and waiting to take Puck, I mean. You ran that risk. You had them both. At least you have one, like for sure, 30 saves between them. Maybe more, I don't know. But you waited too long, my friend. You waited too long. I mean, there's still a Swanson. Swanson gets no love. How is Brandon Logan doing in spring training? Do I go low? He's got that dual eligibility. Yeah, so I'm going to take one of these two guys. The question is which one? Fuck, I can also grab what's his name too. Michael Toglia. Toglia does go. Okay. Toglia does go. So Strand, I do have. I definitely think it sucks that what's his name is hurt or is playing. Steer. Okay, so I have a lot of Strand. I don't have a lot of low though. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go Brandon Lowe. Don't think he'll be like the starter, but I mean maybe he plays more. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Kind of diversifying a little bit there. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I had a couple messages on Discord I wanted to look at. Look at that. Strand comes back. Let's go. That's awesome. I was really happy to get Strand. I think he's gonna have a huge year. And he's first base, so in case Casas is more hurt than they're saying, we are good. Jesus, that was loud. Okay, felt like it took forever that half, or that turn. Um, so what do we got here? We got some pitchers. I have my utility loaded plus one bench bat. So normally I would go Neto here. No, maybe I should go Neto. I could use some K's though. Let's go Luzardo. See if he has a really big year. Dansby goes, okay. So 3 more slots. Usually I use this for SPs. There are actually a lot of SPs left that I like. Alright, well, let's see if Neto comes back. I think Neto's going to have a really big year. Taj Bradley goes, yeah. He's kind of in that same vein as Luzardo. Kirkering, yeah. I guess now's the time to grab like relief pitcher stabs. Okay. Sorry if I'm not talking a lot. I just all these Discord messages are coming up, and I'm just trying to catch up on them. Anyways, pretty much completed the team. Um, looking pretty good. If I have any regrets, it's probably that I went Wilson over Raleigh just for diversification purposes. Would have been nice to get a Raleigh. Don't have any of them, but c'est la vie. Starters are looking pretty good. Got Snell, got a Strider, got an Ober, a Hunter Brown, a Gossman, a Neovaldi, and a Lizardo. So that's like a nice. Okay, perfect. Neto Chems to me. Let's slam him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Yeah, so 7 starters. Usually I want 5 ones I can start every matchup, no matter what. And then my 6 and 7 are more matchup plays. So if they're usually at home, I'll start them. But if they're at home against a really good offense, I'll pass. And definitely if they're in a away at a tough team or a tough ballpark, I'll pass. But if you're really good about starting Snell, Strider once he's back, Ober, Brown, and Gossman in most matchups. So last two picks, I'm pretty set on batters. I got 2 bench bats. Well, 1 bench bat, one that was hurt. And then 2 when he's back. Probably just gonna hit some starters now. So probably just gonna go for some starters that I don't know. I think could have good impacts. So I mean, I have a lot of Clark Schmidt. Jared Jones might be a decent play in the last round just because you can. Oh, I did not know it was a UCL sprain. That is news to me. Yep, definitely not grabbing him. That is really shitty. Awaka, Severino, 2 guys. Kumar Rocker, Matthew Boyd. Honestly, a pretty solid draft so far. I didn't really get sniped on anyone. The pieces fell, which is always nice because then you can panic. Um, I'm trying to think. The only time I got when did I get sniped ever? Yeah, not really. Not really. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think I actually got. I mean, there's some guys who got taken like right after I took a pick, but Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so I took Alvarado there. So I guess I should explain the pick. So I was a bit distracted. So Neto, I had him. I have kind of a soft spot for him. I had him so much. I had him in so many spots last year. He came up so big, especially in the second half. He's one of those guys that sort of near the end of the season, you need a strong finish. I don't know. It just seemed like he really clutched up and had a strong final few weeks, which I don't know makes me I don't know. It makes him even more memorable for me. So anyway, I took Neto. This league is IL slot, so I'll slot him in there. And came back around. Cam Smith went. I was definitely looking at a Cam Smith. I think he's I don't know. Could be like a Jackson Merrill type year. Anyway, then I went. Sean and I went. Was kind of thinking of him. Then Alvarado went as my. So he's my RP3. He's had a really good spring, and I don't know. I feel like if Romano Markham Asylum, if Romano doesn't have it to begin the year, gets hurt, I mean, like the Jays cut him, so clearly there's something wrong with him, or there was, or at least they didn't like something about him. So um, I don't know. I think there's a chance he picks up ancillary saves, steps into the role even over Orion Kirkering. So yeah. Anyway, and he has great ratios, great Ks, all that. So anyway, last pick of the draft here. Um, some pretty good players here that I haven't grabbed yet. I mean, I could grab a Jonathan India. I'm actually pretty surprised he's still here. Um, I could go on India. I don't have India anywhere. Um, let's go on India. I was kind of considering going a starter. I like all these guys. Guys that I probably can get off the waiver wire, but I think could be pretty good. I don't know. I don't know. They're guys that have had solid spring trainings, play for good teams. Well, maybe not the Athletics. Yeah. Anyway, so this is the final draft for me for 2025 season. It's been a monster. It's sad that it's over now, but anyways, let the games begin. I'm actually lucky enough to be going to the home opener tomorrow, so I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, let's let these final 2 picks go, and then what's it called? I'll break it down. Okay, goes Jorge Soler. Interesting. Grayson Rodriguez in the last pick of the draft. Oh, last wrong. One of the last picks of the draft. All right. So I picked a 3rd overall, but I mean, what does that really mean? So here's the full team. With my last draft, I tried to take players I haven't really taken one yet, but it's so hard to not take guys you like. So catcher, I took Wilson Contreras. He was the one guy I mentioned it a bit earlier in the stream. Was a little bit. I mean, I had him or Cal Raleigh, and the team at the time. My average was like okay. I knew I was going to add Jimenez. I knew Casas was a bit of a risk. I knew my other guys like my Netos, Strand, Laus was a bit of a risk. So I kind of wanted a guy who I thought could give me a bit of a better average. Anyway, and I have some Wilson, but I don't have any Raleigh. Anyway, then I went Casas. I think we can have a year. I mean, it's kind of frustrating that he gets hurt days before spring training starts, right after like Cora, and like basically says, yeah, we're not platooning him. Like it's just saying all the right things. I don't know. I just think he's kind of an idiot, this guy. He just seems like he just never, like he'd screw up a cup of coffee. I don't know. Maybe that's being a bit harsh, but it just seems like there's always something with this guy, whether it's some stupid right hand injury, like from what I heard, what I can read from this blurb, he tried to make a barehanded play, in the spring training game, right after your manager gives you the stamp of approval saying you're going to start every day. Anyway, maybe he's trying to impress him. And listen, I'll never give a player shit for playing hard. Anyway, so I picked up Casas. I think he was kind of, Vinny was gone, and I think he could make up for some pop. Like I really think he could push for 30 or 40 jacks. If all the pieces fall in the right places. Jimenez, so I have Jimenez everywhere. Needed some steals at the time. I think he's primed for a good year in Toronto. I'm going to Junior Caminero, so he fell. I took Caminero in, where did I take him? In the 10th round, was it? Where am I? 79, 10. Yeah, 10th round. I don't know. I think that's pretty reasonable. Chapman had already gone. It was basically between him and Vientos, and I just thought, let me take the guy that can give me some more steals. Then I went Abrams. So Abrams is a guy I was grabbing a lot in earlier drafts when he was cheap. Like I was getting him in the 5th, 6th, 7th, mainly 6th, 7th, even the 8th. In some leagues, it was nuts. This one I took him in the 5th, so just get some steals after I started more power focused. Then I went Tatis as my first round pick. Took him the 7th overall. Definitely, like I mentioned at the start of the draft. Actually, I'm not sure if the audio picked it up, but I think this is a big year for Tatis. Just because if he has another kind of year where he has like some injury problems, misses some time. I think he falls in the 2nd round, and people just are kind of done with him. Their patience is run thin. So I still really like Tatis. I'm definitely a Tatis guy. Like I'll take him over Kyle Tucker like 10 times out of 10. But anyway, I'm hoping he can put it all together and finally have a year like pre heartworm medicine. Then I went Alvarez 2nd overall. So I was toying with the idea of taking Alvarez or Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper's nice first base slot, gives you like he's just very overall great roto player. Just gives you good average, handful of steals, power, good average, good power, good counting stats. But I don't know. I don't have a lot of Jordan, and my power I've noticed has been sort of lacking in the past few drafts. So, and I hope the knees stay healthy. We got Jordan. Then I went Teoscar. So Teoscar, so he was the 3rd outfield I took my first 4 picks. So definitely pushed him up there. But I don't know. I think Teoscar, he's a wonderful player. Had him everywhere last year when he was going in the 10th round. This round, he's still going pretty cheap after the year he had. So I think fourth, if you get him in the fourth and the fifth, it's really nice. Then I went as utilities. My first utility bat was Tommy Edman. I think if he starts most days in the lineup, he could be like a Costco kind of Michael Harris. I mean, I used to love Edman back in the day. Then had all those injury concerns in St. Louis. He just was always injured, and now Edman. I don't know if he's healthy and in the lineup every day. I think he could be a really great addition to a roto team. Also has the dual eligibility, which is super nice when you have them in your utility. Second bench bat is Brandon Lau. So I'm hoping the playing time increases. Jason Collette, writer for Fangraphs, mentioned that a lot of the platooning, or at least like the sitting for some of these race players, was due to the turf at Tropicana. So I'm hoping at Steinbrenner Field, it's natural grass. We can have more plate appearances for him and guys like Josh Lowe. So anyway, a utility guy, he will get platooned. It's just is what it is in Tampa. So I have other bench so I'll replace him with a Strand. So I drafted Strand 233rd. So that was a nice. I was happy to get him. I got him pretty late, like I think around 19, which he's been kind of getting jumped up lately. Yeah, around near the end of middle end of 19. He hit a ball 117, new max EV. Probably place him third, so may get the corners eligibility at first and third. Anyway, it could be a really, really solid power bat late. So I grabbed Zach Neto, like I mentioned. Just love what Zach does. Throw him on IL, pick up like an SP. And then when he comes back, he'll play every day at the top of that Angels lineup, which is, I think, kind of sneaky good. Assuming Trout, Ward, Soler, they're all in there. And then India, I went with my last pick. So I was thinking of him as a starter. So I was thinking of Severino, Waka, Boyd, Morton. But I went India more just because, I don't know, I think there's some upside if he bats leadoff behind a Bobby Witt, Vinny P, Sal P. And I don't know if Jimenez gets platooned or he kind of has a rough year like he did last year. I mean, and his end product was pretty good, but if he's in sort of slump or coming up against some tough lefties, I can slot him in. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this team. Pretty much more or less the same, apart from like Hunter Brown. I don't have a lot of Ryan Walker, Joan Duran, Alvarez. Kind of have a lot of these guys, but yeah. So looking forward to opening day. It's finally here. Got a full slate tomorrow, including my Toronto Blue Jays. Really enjoyed these draft these live streams. I don't know. It's nice being able to make some content for my channel after a while, and I really enjoy fantasy baseball. I truly love the game. So anyway, best of luck to everyone who's playing this year, and hope you guys have hope your players all have great years, and you pull down some hard